Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at this, which is very, very unique, and it's a big product, so I'm going to try to pan it out. And anyway, these are the Meze 99 Classics. This is the walnut and silver. I think there's a walnut and gold as well, and there's also a cheaper model, the Nor, but it's a bit different. It's a little more bass heavy, that one, from what I hear. But anyway, we're going to be discussing this one today. As you can see, it comes in a really, really nice box. Magnetic. Open it up, you have documentation, and you also have your adapter and your airplane adapter. And another sticker. Cool, because I do love stickers. And some silicone in there. And then I'm going to take this stuff and put this off to the side for now. And we can see the unit. Very nice looking case with that logo, almost like an automotive logo. It's like a harp and that. Reminds me of like a Maserati logo. And then here's the units themselves. You also get this very soft pouch in the middle, which has two different cables. So we're going to open that right up. You have your first cable. And these are 3.5 to 3.5. If you're ever going to put a different cable on it, there's a nice robust splitter there. So you have a nice longer cable right here. And then at the bottom is Velcro. And then you have this one, which has a microphone and a remote. If you want to take these out walking, because these are closed back. And you can use these out walking with something like the Griffin, which is one of the main ones that I tested with the Griffin, the Burson. Just going to put these back in here. So, okay, they're out of the case. Now, surprisingly, these are a really nice kind of shape to them. It fits the air very well. As you can see, nice metal, bracing, that famous Meze. And it says Classic 99 Classic on the top of the headband, which has some nice padding to it, which is good. I have similar bands like from AKG, and they don't even have any padding, so this is really, really good. They're usually just like a nice piece of leather, which is comfortable enough. You have these nice ear cups, which are oval, so they do fit your ear quite well. The cups aren't actually as big as I thought they were. They're actually a nice size. Compared to like my Fio in the back there, which has some huge cups, but the pads are round on the inside. These have a nice oval. I think there's actually more ear space in these, even though they're smaller. They have a decent weight to them, but they're not overly heavy. They feel very, very premium made. I love wooden headphones. You have these angled plug things, so it does give kind of protection to the plug if you're putting any pull on it. Overall construction on this is very, very nice. In general, just super, really nice. Look at the padding. Excellent padding on these. Excellent memory foam on these guys. So I'm going to put these guys down right now like this. Okay. Here's the important thing. What do these sound like? Okay, we're going to go over the comfort first. Comfort, 1 to 5 for comfort. These are definitely a 5. You won't even know they're on you after a while. They're light enough and cushiony enough to just stay on your head, and you won't notice them. They're not overly. It's not like a pair of Odyssey where they're weighing your neck down. So build quality, excellent. Comfort, excellent. The isolation was very, very good. Excellent. I don't know. Sometimes wood kind of leaks a little sound. So I don't know, how much the isolation would be. But for me, once the music was playing, I couldn't hear anything. So the isolation was very good to me. Sound-wise, well, we're going to start with the bass on these. Bass on this is very, very good. It has a nice kind of wide, deep kind of presentation. I think that the bass has a nice, thick, warm presence and just very good details. There's a nice kind of speed and punchiness to this. I think that there's a nice warmth to it. Now it goes into the mids, and the mids themselves are very lush, very warm sounding. Overall, the dynamics on this are fantastic. I think that there's really a decent kind of thick, warm, but not muddy. It's a very clear bass. And that warmth, obviously, there's some nice punch, especially in the mid and upper bass. There's a nice punch, and that does bleed into the mids, but it gives the mids very good character. The lower mids having, some nice, warm, kind of plush sound to them. And vocals are very, very balanced. There's excellent separation between the instruments and details there. These have very good detail. These aren't just your typical V-shaped dynamic headphones. These have some really good details to them. I think that the vocals, especially when we're getting into upper regions of the mids, there's a nice kind of forwardness to them. There's no shouty hotness to them. I just think that they're just well balanced, warm. They have a decent thickness to them. Overall, I would call these kind of plush, the mids plush on these in general. Very, very good. It's like super pleasant mids, like you could just listen to a lot of different tracks and just really just enjoy them. Detail retrieval on this is just very good. It's just good clarity when you're talking about the things, and not a lot of recession going on here, even though it is kind of like a V-shape tuning. You don't really hear that. You do hear the vocals very well. And moving on from that to the treble, I think the treble on the 99 Classics is relaxed and smooth. Now, that's not to say that there isn't some air and there isn't some good detail retrieval and some sparkle there, but I think most of the details are kind of more on the relaxed and smooth part. It does sound really, really natural. It doesn't bother the ears like people that are treble sensitive. You're going to be able to listen to it. You're going to get those details of the different things in the instruments. You're going to get some air and sparkle, but it's not going to overdo it by any means. So these are really, really, really balanced and just overall smooth, balanced, and just super pleasant tuned. Soundstage on these. Soundstage on these was surprising, because it does have a above average width, especially when we're talking about closed back headphones. There's a nice amount of width and depth. I don't think it is super wide, but they are closed back, and usually I only get like super wide with like maybe a gaming headset, which, by the way, these would work with gaming because the soundstage is very, very good. They have way above average imaging with some good soundstage together. That's just excellent. There's good, pinpoint precision separation of the instruments, and like if you're playing a game, you can hear the footsteps really, really good and exactly where they're coming from. So there's good imaging and placement. I don't think that tracks even bother this in the least bit. If you're listening to a busy track, I don't hear any congestion going on here. I just hear, like I said, it is just a really nice, balanced, well-rounded headphone. To be honest, you got a really decent amount of soundstage. You got excellent bass, which has control, clarity. It doesn't overdo itself, even though it does bleed into the mids. That just gives the mids that nice, warm, lush character. Obviously, I think these are tuned to enjoy music. I don't think they're tuned to pinpoint out the instruments and everything, but like I said, there is good separation and detail. Some of the detail is a little smooth, but for the most part, there's enough detail and imaging for you to just immerse yourself in the music. I think that would be the ultimate thing that I would say. These are very immersive into the music. You can hear, you're surrounded by the music. It fills your head with just a lush, rich tone, and sounds very natural too at the same time. So I like that. I really do like that. I really do like these, to be quite honest. I'm glad these came because just ultimately, I think that a lot of people are going to like these. I can't find any faults with these, to be honest. I know that they are a little on the expensive side, and I got a whole bunch of other ones that, like the Civica and stuff like that. But ultimately, these are just very well tuned to listen to rock, pop, hip hop, even EDM and other types of music. The bass is there. It has the power. It has a nice thickness, a nice richness to it. At the same time, the upper bass and mid bass have enough punch and speed. You get into the mids, and like I said, they're full, they're rich, they're thick, but they're not overly thick. Nothing is actually overly done with this. I just think ultimately it's just a very enjoyable pair of headphones. Let's actually look at the specs. I don't think I actually got the specs done for this. Now, the majority of the test for this was done on the Burson and the Griffin and HipDAC with this because it's a full-size headphone and I didn't want to use really any dongles with it. So I didn't use too many dongles with it. I think I did use the S9 Pro Plus and the Questyle M15. And I think that was the majority of the dongles that I actually used with it. So, before I come to the conclusion, I think I'll go over the specs. There is a 40mm dynamic driver in here. It is 15 to 25 kilohertz, sensitivity of 103 decibels, 32 ohms, so they're not hard to drive. 30 milliwatts power. Maximum input power is 50 milliwatts. The cable is a detachable Kevlar OFC cable. The weight on these is 9.2 ounces or 260 grams. That's without the cables. It is made out of walnut, and you can choose the bracket in either gold or silver. I like the silver. I like the gold too, but I like the silver. I don't know. I've always liked silver jewelry and stuff like that over gold. Not that I actually wear jewelry. And let's just go inside the case. Like I said, you get the hard case. You get the carry-in pouch for the cables, which have the mic and the remote. You get an 6.3 millimeter adapter. You get an airplane jack. You get the cable pouch. And you get the units themselves. Now, final thoughts on these. These are a very beautiful, fun audiophile grade headphone. Meaning, if you're looking for critical listening, you're not going to find it here. What you're going to find is something that is just so well balanced. The bass is presented the way the bass is supposed to be presented. It's natural sounding. It's robust like it's supposed to be. It's not overpowering bass, but it is a very good bass. If you're more of a fan of neutral bass, you're not going to like this whatsoever. This is bass, the way it's supposed to be. You get into the mids, and the mids, of course, are warm and rich and lush. They sound very organic. Male vocals and female vocals sound very good. I think male vocals a little bit better on this. Then you get into treble. The treble is very, very nice. It has good detail and air and sparkle, but it is more smooth tuned. That's not to say that there aren't details and there aren't a nice natural sounding like cymbals and stuff, but just in a nutshell, if you want something that sounds very fun and pleasant, and looks fantastic. I mean, there's nothing like the look of wood headphones. I mean, wood headphones just look so beautiful. And these actually have, a solid wood cup. I've had a lot of wood headphones where it's just a wood thing on the faceplate and the rest of the thing's plastic. These are wood headphones. These are real wood. They look fantastic. They sound really, really nice. I could sit with these on and just enjoy myself, and just very, very pleasant. This has been the Meze 99 Classic, and this is just a really, really good wooden headphone. Dynamic. I think they're about $2.99 up on Amazon and on the Meze site and other places you'll find them. I don't think they go higher than like maybe $3.09 or something. But nice adjustment here too. As you can see, nice adjustment slider, nice padded headband, metal. Overall, fantastic build quality here. Absolutely love these. Really, really love these. Look at this case too. Now that's a fantastic looking case. These look like they would cost a lot more. These look like $500 headphones, no problem. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.